Welcome to this short video on our complete estate planning solution, where we provide you with the tools to secure your legacy. This is me. Before we get started, a little bit of information of who I am and how I came to create this solution. So as you can see, there I am. I'm a mum, and there's my three wonderful kids who are my reason for doing a lot of the things that I do. And the reason I want to create the solution is to make life easier for them, which I'm sure you do too for your own kids. I have a legal firm called Hayes Legal, which I deal with estate planning and asset protection mechanisms such as wills, trusts, binding financial agreements, any of that sort of thing. Then I have a business called Conveyancing Right, self-explanatory, helping people buy and sell their homes. Of course, Web Wills, the very reason we are here, and our complete estate planning solution. I've also co-authored a couple of books. So we have The Unstoppable Woman in Business, Powerful Conversations, which provides some insights on why you should have an important conversation with your family about what should happen in the event of your death, as well as my life manual and the international edition, as well as the Australian edition, and my journal of the Dreamcatcher. So there's a little bit about me, and let's get started. So the complete estate planning solution by Web Wills. What is it? Well, we have the legals, of course. As a solicitor, there's a number of things that we need to have in place. We've got the wills, testamentary trust, powers of attorney, and asset protection mechanism. Most solicitors will just send you a will and send you on your way. But we want to look at the bigger picture. We want to prevent challenges against your estate and your will by providing information on why you wrote the will as you did, and providing some mechanisms in which to protect against a challenge should you exclude people. We also include a testamentary trust, which can be mandatory or voluntary depending on the circumstances, allowing a lot of flexibility with your beneficiaries, and of course allowing for a lot of asset protection, tax benefits, and so on. Special disability trusts also can be appropriate given your family situation. Powers of attorney, very important documents. We have the enduring power of attorney, which allows them to make decisions regarding your finances and where you live. But we look at the bigger picture here, and we want to know the effect on your will, your superannuation. So we create some limitations so that the whole complete plan isn't undone. We look at the whole, not just the parts. Medical power of attorney. If you can't make decisions for yourself, you want your family member to be able to make the best decisions for you. So you may have advanced care directives, various normal, ordinary medical decisions, organ donations, end-of-life decisions, and you want to have that information and the documents prepared to allow them to do that. And this is where we do a lot of information management as well as other powers of attorney. For some, there's other additional asset protection mechanisms that circumstances will require, such as binding financial agreements, lifetime trusts, life interests in property, and so forth, as well as various family agreements where there's a possibility of a state challenge. So there it is in a nutshell, the legals. Then we go to the important information. Your family and your executors need this. So we have where your assets and liabilities are for probate applications, well, capital gains tax, and of course we want those assets distributed to your family and not lost along the way. We also need to know where your documents are, your originals and copies, so that your assets can be dealt with. A lost document can be quite a time-consuming and expensive thing to process and replace. Then, of course, we have your personal information, whether it's your funeral arrangement, letters to your loved ones, or your medical information. We let you know what's important and what should be provided so that nothing is left to chance. Then, of course, we have the people you care for, your kids and your pets. So you may want to have information available to your guardians of your kids, as well as your kids themselves, and of course taking care of your pets. They are family too, after all. So there's a lot of information that you can provide, but that's in a bit of a nutshell. So we get the legals, We get all the information to support it. Now we need the digital vault to protect it all. So we want to know how to protect the information, who has access to it, what documents, and what should happen in the event of your incapacity. So firstly, information protection. We want to confirm that you've passed away before we release any information that is contained in your vault. And we've got a number of steps so that happens, and the information goes to who you want it. We've also got high levels of encryption, which is extremely important to both yourself and to us, so that information is protected. Who has access to the information in this digital vault? You're putting all the stuff in here. Who can get at it? So you will nominate family members, your legal representatives, and your executor to have information sent to them when you've passed. You can decide who gets what information. It's not all sent out as a blanket email. Just these people will get, your family, your legal representative, executor, or anyone else that you would decide. Then we want to know, what should you put in this vault? Of course, you want to put in your personal information. You may want to create your legacy, put in information that's important to you, and maybe some people like to put in information regarding their life story. It's very personal. It's up to you. Of course, you want to put in some legal documents, ownership documents, copies of the wills, certificates of title, so we know exactly what you own. Obviously, contracts that are important for your joint ventures, business, company, any of that kind of stuff needs to be put in there. Then, of course, there's some vital information we want to put in: health information, family history. This will allow your family to make decisions for you and, of course, make the right decisions. They need that information to do so. Of course, you can also put in digital assets. We've all heard the horror stories of cryptocurrency being lost. And of course, every day there are new forms of electronic digital assets. And some will be in here that we haven't even heard of today. Of course, nothing will be complete without the tax man's involvement. We need the tax returns, tax file numbers. This is very sensitive, confidential information. We don't want it just lying about. And of course, we need the information to create the tax returns and capital gains tax calculations. Passwords, these are always a tricky one. For your cryptocurrency, your social media accounts, and as well as any other accounts. Maybe your family wants to maintain your Facebook page so that they can put in a memorial to you or any of that kind of stuff. They can't do it without the passwords. So, in a nutshell, that is what it's all about. And we really think it's important that you get this all taken care of. If you have any other questions, please don't hesitate to get in touch. But otherwise, we hope you've enjoyed this video on the complete estate planning solution. Let us know if you have any questions. Thank you.